So, RC, do you think it's too soon to panic for the Cowboys?
It's too soon to go into a full panic, but I'm definitely sweating.
Hey, what up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, man. But before we get into the video, man, check this meme out right here, man. Look at this right here. Tell me that ain't funny, man. I was all upset. I watched Dak Attack live yesterday. He was going off, man. I was going to come on here and rant. But look at this video right here, man. Look at this meme. Man, y'all can't tell me that ain't funny, man. They got Cat Williams out here talking about he signed with the Dallas Cowboys. Come on, man. That's funny right there, bro. Hey, shout out to whoever made that meme. And it's a lot of those going around right now on the Dallas Cowboys, man. And I had to show y'all. A lot of y'all done seen that before already, but I don't give a damn, man. That's funny. I don't care, man. That is too funny. But let's get into the video. That first clip I just played y'all right there, that was Ryan Clark, NFL analyst, talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Is it time to panic? Should we be panicking? I think it's been time to panic. In my opinion, Jerry Jones fooled us once again. Well, at least he fooled me. I'm gonna speak for myself. Talking about he going all in, he not gonna worry about the future. I just knew for sure we were signing Derrick Henry. Man, Jerry Jones out here on the yacht. We're gonna listen to Ryan Clark speak, then we're gonna come back and break it down. Check it out.
Right. My heart rate is
Which is saying a lot because I see you in the gym.
Yeah,
Your heart rate's up. You've been working out, bro.
Because when you look at this team, we're all in, right? And we had Micah Parsons excited during the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl saying, I'm excited to see what that means. Dak Prescott said, I haven't talked to Jerry Jones yet, but I'm definitely excited to see what that means going forward. That means nothing. That means we can lose our defensive coordinator, lose members of our defensive staff, add Mike Zimmer, and not make any changes defensively. Understanding that the defense is going to be totally different schematically, that we got ran through by Aaron Jones and the Green Bay Packers because we don't have linebackers. We're not going to make any adjustments there. We're not going to acquire any talent that's been proven in the NFL there early. What are you going to do as free agency goes along? We saw what happens when Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb aren't on the same page. For that entire first half of the Green Bay Packer game, they were looking at one another. They were looking at each other puzzled, right? They were in a conundrum. They couldn't figure out why they couldn't get the ball. That's when we saw the 2 interceptions, the 1 pick 6 against the Green Bay Packers. Now you go to the run game. Who's going to run the ball?
Now, Cowboy Nation, I'm going to stop that video right there, and I'm going to ask y'all the question that Ryan Clark just asked. Who's going to run the ball? Who is going to run the ball for the Dallas Cowboys? Put in the comment section our options. A lot of you guys probably going to say the draft. Saquon Barkley, gone. Went to our division rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. Derrick Henry, gone. Went to the Baltimore Ravens. Just made their team that much better. Tony Pollard, gone. Who for the Dallas Cowboys is going to run the ball? Jerry Jones and them out here tripping. They ain't doing nothing. So all this all-in comments they've been talking about was bullshit. Straight up. Keep going, Ryan.
I said that last year when they decided that they were going to run the ball and Mike McCarthy lied to Jerry Jones and said they were going to be a team that pounded the football, that led it to play action. I said, with who? Tony Pollard isn't going to be that guy. Now even he's gone and you don't add anybody else. Are we saying that Deuce Vaughn is going to be that person? Are we going to find him in the draft? And so what they do going forward is important. And we have to remember this. They have 3 players that are going to be asking to be either the highest paid person at their position or top 2 or 3.
Dak, CD,
and Micah Parsons. How do you get that taken care of? So there's some work that Jerry Jones and this team has to do. But I will say this, Stephen A. Here's why I'm proud of them. Normally at this point, they're making all of these moves and you're sitting around with your Southern Steve hat on, excited. You know why? Because you're saying build up the expectations. We know at the most important moment they're going to fall. Right. Jerry Jones tricked you now. He's not even going to build the expectations. We're going to know going into the season they suck this time. And so we ain't going to have to deal with it.
YouTube and Cowboy Nation. Again, that was Ryan Clark, NFL analyst. Now, I agree with almost everything he said in that clip, but it's a few things that I don't agree with. In the beginning of the clip, he said Micah Parsons on his podcast talking about Jerry Jones going all in. He had all of us fooled. Well, again, like I said, he had me fooled because I really thought this year Jerry Jones was going to be different. He was going to go all in like he said. But I guess his all in was signing his key players. So I guess that's what all in meant to him. Dak Prescott said he's even curious to see what all in means. But I guess we see what all in means. All in means I'm going to be all on my yacht while free agency is happening. Ryan Clark also said that Mike McCarthy lied to Jerry Jones about running the ball. I don't believe that. I believe Mike McCarthy's plan was to run the ball. But then he see it wasn't working. So he had to put it on the shoulders of Dak Prescott. And he did what he could. We had a 12-5 season, got mollywopped in the playoffs. But it is what it is, man. Now it's free agency season. All these teams out here getting better, and the Cowboys sitting on their ass doing nothing. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. And I blame Jerry. So again, why should Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Parsons, or any other player for the Dallas Cowboys take a pay cut for Jerry Jones and them to not use the money and do nothing? Zero. They're not doing nothing. So a lot of you Dak Prescott haters out there that want this man gone, he probably gone next season. They probably not going to extend him. He probably going to walk. And then you guys going to get a chance to see how good that man really was. We're going to listen to one more clip of somebody else speak. Then we're going to come back and break it down. Check it out.
Yeah, but here's what doesn't make sense. The salary cap went up $31 million. So everybody had more money to spend than they were budgeting for than they expected. And for the Dallas Cowboys to sit on their hands and seemingly do nothing doesn't make any sense. Like the Dallas Cowboys, this was the time for them to get aggressive. I mean, for your big move or your big, priority this offseason was trying to sign Zach Moss, who went to the Cincinnati Bengals on a 2-year, $8 million deal. I feel like you're missing the mark. I think this is the Dallas Cowboys overvaluing their draft picks and prioritizing paying their own and trying to operate under the old mantra that the Green Bay Packers used to do once upon a time. Only problem is the Green Bay Packers had Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers as their quarterbacks. You got Dak Prescott. And that's not to disparage Dak because he had a fine season. He was an all-pro. But there are levels to this. And for the Dallas Cowboys not to try to get aggressive while they're at the tail end of their window with this current core of players to win a championship just doesn't make sense to me, Ev. I'm not going to panic just yet, but make no mistake about it. This is not the offseason where the Dallas Cowboys rely on the whole draft and develop mantra and only want to worry about extending their own guys. They need to go outside of the organization and look for help to fortify some of the deficiencies that are on this team that allowed them to get embarrassed at home by the Green Bay Packers. They absolutely have to do that. That game in the wild card round this year showed them that the Dallas Cowboys are further away from the championship than anybody anticipated a team that's won 12 games in 3 consecutive seasons would be.
Don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. Now, a lot of you guys already knew this, so this is not news to y'all. But the salary cap went up $30+ million. That was Chris Canty. He just said that. So the Dallas Cowboys has money to make moves, but they out here ain't doing shit. They want us to believe that Dak Prescott got them strapped down and they can't make no moves. They got all this news in the media, essay allegations, and Dak Prescott brother saying this. Man, forget all that. Let's stick to football. What y'all gonna do to better the team? In a couple years, the salary cap will probably be over $300 million. And the Jerry Jones is still gonna get on this radio station and say, we ain't got no money. Man, this just don't make sense. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, man. I just love my Cowboys, man. And that's why I said if I was the players, I wouldn't be giving them no discounts. But I got one more clip for y'all. It's Chris Canty telling you guys why he feel like the Dallas Cowboy fan base is frustrated with the front office. Check it out.
If you're Jerry Jones, you have to reconsider how you've operated, how you've done business. I mean, from everything from your weekly hits on local radio to giving your head coach and quarterback long-term security so there aren't these looming questions that feel like this ominous cloud over the 2024 season before it even gets kicked off. So that's the scary part about Dallas. It feels like there are these other things that are detracting away from the focus being on competing at the highest levels and your guys being at their best when it matters the most. Here's the thing, though. The Philadelphia Eagles have gotten to a place where the Dallas Cowboys haven't for, 27, 28 years now, which is the conference championship game, which is the Super Bowl. That's what Cowboys fans are looking at. And so you're wondering, has the approach that Jerry Jones has taken post Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer actually been one that's been successful? Maybe it's successful when it comes to the bottom line, but it hasn't been successful when it comes to the team being able to win at the highest level. And that's the source of the frustration. If you've been doing business a certain way and it hadn't been working out, then maybe you should pivot and try a different approach. But Jerry Jones has been resistant to that. And so far this offseason, it seems like it's more of the same.
Now, YouTube and Cowboy Nation, I have to agree with him. I'm sorry, but I have to agree with him. The Philadelphia Eagles have went to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. The New York Giants have went to a Super Bowl, won a Super Bowl. But the Dallas Cowboys ain't done shit in years. Years. Jerry Jones only care about his weekly radio station hits and the next quote Jerry Jones gonna say for us to try to interpret. Now, I was watching Craven Cowboys and Star Chaser earlier today in their live. If you're not subscribed to them, go subscribe to them. But Star Chaser said something that was very interesting. She said Howie Roseman make moves to better his team because he can get fired. Jerry Jones cannot fire himself. And that make a lot of sense. Jerry Jones just want to be good enough to keep that money rolling in, and that's it. Jerry Jones don't care about no Super Bowl, and I honestly believe that. But until the next one, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and jump in that comment section. Talk to me, I talk back. Peace.